Hey guys, Britt here. I just wanted to film a video tutorial of how I make my green smoothies in the morning. I haven't had a lot of time to experiment in the kitchen lately. I've been mainly cooking from cookbooks, so this is one thing that I do creatively in the kitchen every single day. Since we got this Vitamix, my fiance and I got a Vitamix for each other for our birthdays in January. Our birthdays are in March, so we really wanted this thing. So it's amazing. It purees like everything into oblivion, and so when I put, you know, my really fibrous vegetables or you know, chunky frozen fruits, it still makes it really smooth and really delicious, and it's really easy to drink, so there's no excuse for me not to have my green vegetables. So I try to drink them in the morning just to kind of get it over with. I know that sounds bad, but that's just how I do things. So anyways, I'm going to show you how what I do. Oh, I forgot one thing. I usually start out with an orange. I like to have some kind of citrus flavor in my smoothie. It really brightens it up and makes it feel like morning for me. And I also like to have an apple because, you know, the old saying, right? Everybody knows the old saying? Good. I like to buy apples organic because I am paranoid about pesticides, and I think a long time ago there was a list of like the 10 dirtiest foods or something like that, and apples was it seems like apples is always at the top of the list, so if I'm going to buy anything organic at all, it's going to be apples. So orange apples, I have a little bit of organic tropical fruit from Trader Joe's, which I like to put in, and you can get a chunk with banana, or a couple pieces of banana, I really like that, in there. Not a whole lot. I'm making this for myself, but it's probably going to end up being enough for 2 people because I can never figure out how much I actually eat. Organic baby spinach. Just a handful of that. I mean, no, you know, there's no tried and true way to do this. Sometimes I'll throw in some kale too. If I've got something that's not rotting in the fridge, I feel like every time I buy kale, like half of it goes to waste. Shh, don't tell Britton. He'll get pissed. I cut up a cucumber. I like the cucumber. It's good for your skin, and it makes the smoothie taste really cool and refreshing, which is good for, it's cold right now, but later in the summer when cucumbers are in season, I'm going to be like swimming in cucumbers, and I'm probably going to throw a lot in the smoothies. Or carrots are also very sweet, surprisingly. I use it to sweeten tomato sauces, so I also put some in there just for a little bit of extra beta carotene. It makes me feel good. I feel like I'm eating veggies and fruits. And then the guy at the store, at the Costco where we bought this thing, said that all smoothies were made better by adding a very small sliver of lime. So I've cut up a sliver of lime here that I'm going to throw in there as well. And a little bit of ice, just because sometimes it doesn't get all like as thick as I like, so I like to add a little bit of ice to it. And we've been eating vegan at home. Odie. Sorry, that was my cat. He's driving crazy. We add, sorry. We add a little bit of a protein powder. Now this is we've been eating vegan at home for dietary reasons, just to, you know, make ourselves eat more vegetables. And this is a Synthesix vanilla ice cream, I think, flavor, and it's really good. It's one of the only whey proteins we've ever had that doesn't make us sick and make us really bloated. So this is what we use, and I just haven't had the heart to change to like a vegan formula yet. I know there are some that exist, and they're expensive, and I don't know, we really like this flavor too, and it's really hard to get a flavor that you like, because a lot of times it tastes synthetic and gross. So this is called Synthesix. And then last but not least, a little bit of, or you could also use peanut butter actually if you wanted to use some kind of peanut butter or nut butter, almond butter, whatever you guys want to use to add a little bit of protein. And then I usually add some, this is sweetened because Britton went to the grocery store, but usually unsweetened vanilla almond milk, and I fill it up kind of right like to where the fruit is, like just maybe like 3/4 of the fruit covered for this thing. Okay, and it's about to get really loud, so I apologize for that, but that's just how this thing rolls. It just, you know, the motor's like really powerful and it makes a really loud noise. Okay, so I'm gonna like pulse it for a little bit just to make sure things kind of get worked in, and then I'll run it on the smoothie setting, and then I'll show you the end results. Okay, so it's all kind of somewhat mixed in there. So then they actually on the, I don't know if you can see it, but there's actually several settings on the blender in addition to just speeds. So they've got hot soup setting, frozen dessert setting, which I actually haven't tried yet, and the smoothie setting. The soup setting is awesome. It's amazing. I love hot pureed soups. I love butternut squash, I love avocado, I love cucumber soup, cauliflower soup, carrot and ginger soup. I love everything about this. So it makes it so easy. I used to use an immersion blender and it was always messy. It was always a pain in the butt and it always took a long time. So now it's quick, it's hot, and it's ready to go, and it's easy to eat healthy. So I'm gonna put this on. This is probably gonna take a couple minutes, so I'm just gonna let it blend and then I'll show you guys the end result. So the smoothie is done, and it is smooth, surprisingly smooth actually. It is just whoop, 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 all over the place. Very thick, very, very, very green, very good for you. And I'm gonna put it in to take to the gym because I don't want to be late for classes because people are like total bitches if you try to get in at the last minute. So I have a Halloween cup I got from, where is it? Oh, Cracker Barrel. And it's kind of cute. It's kind of like, I feel like a granny sometimes because it's not Halloween anymore and it won't be for a long time. So I feel like, I don't know, I'm just like out of date, but it's my favorite cup, so. Who cares? Do what you want to do. And then the leftovers you can put in a cup, or, you know, I would probably just go ahead and finish this off and just drink this like on my way to the gym. Just because, you know, there's a lot of nutrients in here and it doesn't really keep well. I mean, you can drink it. I imagine if you like reblended it, it would be fine. But for some reason, like the fiber and the water and the juice kind of like separate out and it looks like puke. So if you're okay with that, then drink it. If you're not, don't. All right, that's it. That's my tutorial for, that's how what I eat in the mornings, and that's what I've been using to slim down.